Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. It's a frozen Mama P here this morning. Let me see if I can get some music playing.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. We got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Good morning. Auntie Jean just tried to call me to wake me up, but I'm awake. Rick, Josie, good morning. Rosalind, good morning to you, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Kathy Hand, there you are. Somebody let Auntie Jean know that I'm on the air because she just tried to call me. Okay, so yes, I'm a little late, but it's frozen here. Was trying to get my water going and all that good stuff. My car is snowed in out there, but I don't know how, but it's got to get uncovered so I can check out of here this morning. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Just bring in some love. Love is always the answer, and love wins. So we need that sweet love to just make a way for everything to work smoothly today. Everything is working perfectly. That's what I'm telling my brain. What are you telling your brain? Let's get some positive energy flowing. Get some I can flowing into the world. Just breathe it in and breathe it out. Nothing is impossible with God. All right, there's our Auntie Jean and Catherine Kovacs. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, even though it's, don't know how this is going to work, but it'll work somehow because, yeah, we've got to drive out of here. And I don't even know how much snow there is out there, but I know my car is totally covered. And I looked out back and the tables and everything are totally covered. So just pray that everything goes smoothly. Ruth is coming to help me make the move from here to Denise's this morning. So we'll see what that looks like. All right, how's everybody doing? It's a wow Wednesday. Anybody got a wow? It's also our prayer day. So if you have anything you need me to add to that prayer list, we'll be reviewing it today, and there may be some changes that you want to make on it. Suzanne, hi honey. All right, so the blog last night was not up on my computer. The blog was called Love Story. Well, of course, because yesterday was Valentine's, so all thoughts were on love, even from the angels. Love means never having to say you're sorry. Anybody remember that line from the movie Love Story? While this wasn't the first romantic movie I saw, it was the one with deep meaning. It was the first date with the man I would eventually marry. It was our movie, our song. It was sappy and sad, and I cried enough to embarrass myself. Why do all the Jennies have to get sick and die? Oops, sorry if I ruined it for you, but wait, where have you been for 52 years if you haven't seen this movie? Not having a real concept of what love was at that point in 1971, it just added to my confusion. So there was no happy ever after. I doubt I am the only one who got the skewed version of what love is, of what relationships look like, and of what dying looks like. I think it's because of this unrealistic view of what love truly is, such as the lyrics in the song, I know I'll need her till the stars all burn away and she'll be there. Therein lies the problem. The idea that love means you need someone. In romance, love should be a complement to the love that you already are filled with inside of you, not dependent on someone else to fill that void. In spiritual or agape love, it is also not a need that is waiting to be filled. It is a love that is not concerned with what's in it for me, but rather, what can I give to another for the greatest good of all? It is selfless and powerful. It leaves behind all thought of being fulfilled by another because it's the very act of loving unconditionally. The giver is filled with a remarkable completion in the knowingness that love was extended with no agenda. Agape goes beyond emotions and feelings and instead remains in the realm of oneness, not seeing any separation or inequality. This is what is referred to with the statement, God is love, or God loves you. It just is, without any demands or conditions. Dear angels, oh, how I wish we could all drop into our hearts and find that place of agape love on a regular basis. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just put aside our human views of what love is and extend only this beautiful essence of unconditional love to each other? After having seen and experienced what love is not, it is so wonderful to understand what it is. My prayer is like the lyrics in I'd like to teach the world. I'd like to see the world for once, all standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills for peace throughout the land. Dear ones, the nature of your earthly experience is to find your way back to pure love. Some may not figure it out in a lifetime, whereas others do get it. When you get it, you cannot contain it. It shines forth from you, and others can see your light. Those who are resistant, or as we refer to them, wanderers, know they are seeking something, but sometimes, I lost my place, but sometimes miss the signs that are right in front of them. Some are still stuck in the vision of happy ever after and trying to force the puzzle piece where it doesn't fit. Some are so disappointed in their love experience that they shut down entirely and miss out on their blessings. It is best to allow yourself to understand that there is a love so big and so deep, a love without demands and limits that just allows you to be free to make a choice to receive it or not. When you can conceive of a love like this, an agape type of love, then, dear ones, you have opened yourself to be in the very presence of God, because that is what his love consists of. It does not make demands. It does not ask for sacrifices. It only wants you to experience the very best feeling you can feel, acceptance. Dear angels, thank you. Today, I promise to fill myself with love and accept the love of others. Ooh, yeah, they talked about love a lot yesterday. We did the P podcast, and we also talked about agape love on there. So it was a day of just trying to understand it more fully, and like, how is it different from the worldview of what love is? And it's very different. It's not demanding, like the angels said. It's not something that is even going to be forced on us. It's just there for us. It's an opportunity for us to feel accepted, accept, and then align, and then allow. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. And Catherine Kovacs is watching. Hi, so glad you're all here. So let's see what Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, has to say about all of that. Because, you know, she's always guiding us, and she's always so loving, and she is that unconditional love. She doesn't demand anything from us. She just says, I'm here, I'm gonna love you no matter what. So I'd love to hear from you all. What are your thoughts on agape love? And do anybody have the experience that I had, where I didn't even know what love was? I didn't know what it meant. I kept trying to look for it and couldn't find it, but I did. Eventually, I found that agape love. I found the love that doesn't make demands or conditions. And it's such a beautiful feeling when you do find that. So Kuan Yin says, dream your dreams. Trust that the desires in your heart are placed there lovingly by the universe. You are meant to dream of what you dream. Wow. Speaking of dreams, boy, there's been a lot of dreaming going on lately, and a lot of work I feel like is happening during that dream state. I don't know about you all, but I've been a little restless at night, and I knew, like, I had a lot on my mind last night. I knew the storm was coming, and I knew that it probably wouldn't be a good situation this morning when I woke up, and sure enough, I was right. But anyway, y'all are being quiet this morning. What's going on? Why is everybody, are you sleeping? Are you asleep at the wheel? Talk to me. What's going on this Wednesday? Robin, good morning. Robin said, I've just gotten home from working all day yesterday, then pulled another shift for someone with a family emergency. Anyway, please keep Sally and her family in your prayers regarding Robert, her son-in-law. Yeah, she told us yesterday, Robin, that everything is starting to shut down. So it's just a matter of time before Robert will be leaving his physical body. And he and his sons and then the whole family are on our prayer list. Elena, you're driving to work. Oh, I hope you've got a better drive than what I'm facing. I don't drive in the snow, you guys. This is going to be so interesting to see how my little angel mobile does trying to drive in the snow that came in overnight. it really came in and just put a blanket of snow over the whole area where I'm at. And I'm supposed to check out of here this morning. So yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. Just to see what it looks like trying to get out. Slow and steady. I know. I'm on a mountain and it's like a little incline to get out of where I'm at. So it's going to be interesting for sure. Just please pray for safety as I leave this place and go hopefully where it's not quite so snowed in. I haven't reached out to Denise this morning, so I don't know what it looks like in her development. But they don't plow any of these places. Drives me crazy. It's like, why do you just leave the snow there on the streets and people have to learn how to maneuver over it and through it? But anyway, enough complaining. I am not hearing from many people this morning, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull the prayer list up. If y'all have any prayers to add to it, then please let me know what that looks like. And we'll get on with our day. Robin, you're supposed to have bad weather today and tomorrow. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that because all of you that know me know that I don't drive well in bad weather. And especially if it's that white stuff and ice that's on the ground. Linda, both your husband and you tested positive for COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Well, you are on, both of you are on our prayer list already. So we'll just send extra prayers your way. Auntie Jean says, agape love is love based on the principle that we are all one family, one spiritual being with our creator. It's part of our legacy from the divine. We just have to find it. Yeah, it's there. It's always there, available for us. We have it inside of us. We know this, but we just have to remember that we know it, right? And Rosalind says, agape love is a love relationship with partner. Still don't know what that is exactly for me, but it's clear for another P, my animals or strangers that need prayers. Okay. Yes, there are a lot of animals. Karen Palmer's beautiful dog, Kaylee. Let's please lift her up. She hasn't been doing so well. So let's lift Kaylee up and ask that she gets stronger so that Karen can relax in her energy as well. Oh, thank you, Elena. I hope you have a beautiful day, honey. I will. I'll be very careful, I promise. And Kathy says, I'm driving to Colin was sick last night. Hopefully he'll be better today. I keep having dreams of different scenarios of how Colin's trial will go. Yeah, just envision the best. Just keep trying to focus on what's the best that can happen. We always want to go to what's the worst, but keep your thoughts positive. Keep thinking what's the best that can happen and play that scenario out in your mind. Isabel, good morning. Thank you for your prayers, honey. Carrie, good morning, my sweet Tennessee girl. How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do need those prayers for safety this morning. And Kathy's asking prayers for Kelly Rogers, a family friend in the hospital with ketoacidosis. Prayers for my friend Sandy Willis, who has COVID. Yeah. Sally, good morning, Sally and Tony. Please keep Robert and his entire family in your prayers today. This is the crucial day for him. They tried one last attempt at turning things around, and if it doesn't work, they will be willing to pull all machines from him. So this is a day of high stress, a lot of tears, and a lot of heavy energy. So please keep us in your prayers. We certainly will do that, Sally. And yeah, just love that soul, whatever is happening, if it's returning to spirit or if it's deciding that it's not its time to stay around, then you'll know that as well. And Carrie, I'm lost, but I think I need to be. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we need that time of wandering in the desert to really get it all sorted out and let spirit show us the way, right? Instead of our brain trying to guide the way. And Carrie, I know we've been lifting you and your family up and the loss of your sweet mom. And I just pray that every day gets better and better for you. And Sally, you'll know by 1 which way it will go. Okay. We will certainly keep him in our prayers and keep all of your family in our prayers. Auntie Jean, prayers for everyone who's feeling unwell and prayers for safety for Teri. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, you guys, but somehow, some way, my car has to get off this mountain and out of this snow. So we'll see what happens. And Linda says, yesterday on Valentine's Day, I decided to love myself as much as I love others and to be as kind to myself as I am to others. This COVID is temporary and it will give me time to reflect on this. It will. Yeah, it definitely will. And I hope that gets out of your system with ease and grace, Linda, that you just allow it to go. And Carrie says, please lift up my father, Bob. He lost his best friend, 61 years married, and together for 64 years. He feels extreme guilt. Oh, sweet one. Let's just lift his vibration. Let's all send love his way. We can make an impact with focused love. So we're going to lift Bob today for him to have an understanding that, there's nothing to feel guilty about. When someone we love dies, that's their time to die. It's their time to go. And those of us left behind, we have to figure out how we go on without that person in our lives. We had a memorial service for my friend Jeannie, for her husband Al yesterday that passed while I'd been here. And yeah, I think there was some of that going on with her as well. They were married for over 40 years. And she just said to me, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I hope he's okay, but I don't know how I'm going to do this. So it's the ones left behind that struggle. The ones that went on into their spirit being, they're in that wonderful place of spirit. So let's lift up Harry's dad. His name is Bob, and just put our arms of love around him. All right. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Kathleen, how's our babies doing? I know we've been lifting up Wyatt. So just give us an update on him if you would, please. And let's go into our hearts as I pull up those prayers. And I may have missed putting some on the list. So if I did miss one of your loved ones and you don't see their name on the list, please let me know so that I can put them on there. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, so we are praying for all the P's for peace, setting our family, our little P family that we just love so much, and we're going to be celebrating 3 years together next month. We're going to have a celebration. And Robin says, please add my JoY. Her son has been arrested for a really bad choice. She understands, although it's still her son. She's still the mother, and it's still going to hurt. So yes, we certainly will. All right, so our other prayers for peace on earth, and I have not adjusted this yet, but I'm going to also add in there prayers for more awareness and our ability to understand and do something about human trafficking. So that's going to be on this front page. And Linda, prayers for my sister's friend in Sarasota. Her rent was doubled and she needs to find a place to live. Okay. And Joanne, Nancy Sanger can be taken off the list as she has passed. Thank you, Joanne. Good morning. All right, so just remember that every one of these names is somebody that's been entrusted in our care, that we're going to send love. We're going to send up those prayers. So that's what we do. Every Wednesday, we review this list. Prayers for Prachetta. She was here with us. I don't know if she's still hanging out. For Prachir and Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil, Navriti, Jasmine and her family, Abha, Billy and Tim and their family, especially Brian, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, Donnie, David, Kevin, and Holly Langford, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo, her husband John, and family, daughter Jackie and grandson Eris, Deirdre and her daughter Danya, and Thump the cat, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni, Tia Fernetti, and I will take Nancy Sanger off, Joanne. Thank you for that update. And Mickey. Kathleen says, Wyatt still needs prayers. Little Keegan is home from the hospital. Skylar needs extra prayers also. Her beautiful smile has turned into a frown from a lot of pain. Oh, let's lift that sweet baby. All right, so we have Suzanne and your family, Marietta and Ed and the babies and the boat, Raquel and Claude's family, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Rick and Josie, Tom and Mary, which are Josie's parents, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim L'Oreal, Jean and Ron L'Oreal and their family, Christina and Carrie Leftwich and their family, Mary Lou and all of her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, your family and fur babies, and Rosalind Good Vibes, who was with us today, Sally and Tony De La Rosa and Rose De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand and family, especially Colin and Marlena, Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss, your daughters and grandchildren. I think you said your grandchildren were coming for a visit soon with you. Becky LaFave and son Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, his brother and wife, Hope Wellington Marshall and Senna, Hope's parents Winston and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven. Let's see her on this morning. Sweet Grayson and Adam, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her grandkids, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and her mom, Amber, Jenna, Katia, Max and Max's teacher, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and her daughters, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Linda and Dick Lemieux, and Linda has told us they both tested positive for COVID, so let's lift them both up, and their sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, and she's adding her sister's friend in Sarasota as well. Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and her mom, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave. I haven't seen Blue this morning, so lifting her up, and the babies, Dolly the horse, Chance the horse, Pam Moore, Gordy's family, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie, and that sweet baby that she's carrying inside of her that I think is going to make its appearance pretty soon. And Dylan, the father of the baby, and that sweet one in her tummy. Gerard family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lillian, and Lily needs a lot of prayers from us right now, so please lift her up. and all of her family and her mother, Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, and mom Katie. And let's just really lift that sweet baby Haven and his mom Mandy, Skylar, Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley, Captain Corey, needing lots of love from us, and his mom Pixie, who's been really sick, Alba, Dottie and Dawn, Grace Isis, and all of her family in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer, her daughter Marissa, and her mom, Barbara, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Tammy Fisk, and her daughter and her sister Tracy, and prayers for Tammy as her daughter and grandchild are moving away from her. So she's going to have an adjustment period there without them. Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez, and your mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family. Her sister-in-law Sharon is not doing real well, so please lift her up. And Diana, with stage 4 cancer, going through treatment right now. Jeannie, who we honored yesterday, her husband Al left his physical body, and we did the memorial service. So praying that she's going to be able to find her way through that grief process and what it looks like for her now going forward. Her sister Merle, area of Boulder, Colorado, white with snow this morning. Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and their family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea, and Sharon hasn't been feeling well also, so please lift her up and her family. Sherry Gatewood and Padama, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriazzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joseph, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Mary Ann Pish and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Rick Ulfick, John Thaddeus Fiore, Ruka Carney and her family, Bob Simon and Sherry Otis, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Freddie, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Brutus the dog, Augie the dog, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Haley, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family, Joanne McCann New, Whitney, Jude Dalton, Karen Gibbons and her daughter, Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss and her mom Cynthia, and she's asked for extra prayers for her mom, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Compamons, Sunny and Hunter Floor, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, and please lift her dad up, trying to figure out how to live without his wife that was always there his whole life, pretty much. Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagles, Yolanda, Selby Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, and she's added now her daughter in there. I think it was JoY. and Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Brodelsky, EC, Shelley Newman and Teri Newman, Iris, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Ollie the Cat, Marisol Soto, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers and daughter Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carvajal, Sharon, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carvajal, and David Reiger. Those are Alina's family. Alan and Alicia, Michelle Lander's daughter and son. Solby Barnes, Odd Barnes, Good Ellen Sundal, Vida Hammond, Maria Mitchinson, Higman Simpson, Sam, which is Suzanne's dog, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Seward Rickardson, the areas of Turkey and Syria after the earthquake that happened and all the loss that happened over there. Let's lift up the energy of that place. Matt, Anjali, Juliet Herman, Paula Graca, David Brett, who just lost his mother. He had just recently lost his father, so please lift that family up. The Rowland family, Colleen, Dylan Hickson, C. Megan Michaels family, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Julie Kisses, Uncle Freddie, Robert Wallington, which is Sally's son-in-law, and his sons Ben and Joe, and just let's lift that whole family for what's going on. And as Sally said, we'll know later today if he's going to stay with us or if he's leaving us and going on to his spirit body. JT, which is John Thomas, Francis Nalvin, Shanna, Danielle Riverin and family up in Canada, Annie's Aunt Carol, Andrea's Aunt Esther Ann, Chris and Natika, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman, McGillicuddy. And was that it? Okay. So if there's others that you want on the list, just please let me know who that is. Kathleen, please add your cousin Iris, if not on the list. She's having kidney cancer surgery Tuesday. Yes, I certainly will make sure that she's on there. All right, so let's go into our hearts and pray this prayer that we pray for all of these on the list, any that we're adding in, and for everyone gathered here today. Prayers for the Ohio State for the train explosion and spreading of chemicals in the air of all the region. Thank you, Isabel. I didn't know anything about that. There was also in Michigan, there was a campus shooting there. So let's remember that area and lift them up as well. So let's go into our hearts and pray this prayer together. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. If you would just send love to all of these that are on the list and everyone that's asked for extra love today, for extra prayers to be sent out. We just ask that all of these prayers are seen and acknowledged and answered for the best and highest good of all. And thank you for your loving kindness to everyone that's gathered together, that loves each other and loves this family. And you can be assured that when you ask us to pray for your loved one or pray for you, we most certainly do that. So just lifting them now and giving them over to the Creator, asking for the touch from the Master Jesus, asking for Archangel Raphael to go to each one that's in need today. And so much gratitude. Thank you, thank you. And that's what we say. It's what we do. We have gratitude and love for each other. So 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming in on this Wednesday, our Wednesday wow day, our Wednesday prayer day, knowing that it makes a difference where 2 or more are gathered and lifting these prayers up. It does make a difference. Miracles happen. So go into these prayers expecting miracles for everyone that's on our list. And thank you to those who have let us know there's something going on in your life so we can lift you today. And just praying that whatever it is, that the outcome is with ease and grace. All right, so I'm going to get Leo so he can get us out of here. So I can start thinking about how I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, please keep me in your prayers. I'm serious. It's one of the things that I encounter as I travel around the country. But this is a doozy because I looked down, I took a peek out the door, and yes, my car is totally covered with that white stuff. And so is the ground, which is the important thing because I do have to drive through that snow. I hope. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I love you. I see those beautiful words. All right, let me get Leo playing for us so we can get our bods moving. Let's remember Blue because she's not here. And I know she's been going through a lot physically. So please lift up our Blue Jean and let her know that she's so loved, because she most certainly is. She does so much for us. Let's all lift her up today. All right, Lizos, what you got?
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peace for peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day to start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of, give me a cup full of joy, give me a cup full of. There really is no secret, we simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Cuppa joy, cuppa full of joy.
you, Leo. Thank you, everybody that was here. Oh, thank you, Isabel. Yes, if you haven't gotten your Kindle version, it's going to go up in price soon. That was a special that was run for the 99 cents. So you can go grab the Kindle version for that price or grab the book. And lots of people have been sending me your messages and your pictures of your book as you receive it in. I love that. Thank you for doing so. And oh, Leo goes from fast to slow. Yeah, he slows it down every so often. All right, so please pray. And I saw somebody that asked if I could stay here. I can't because it's today's checkout day for me, and I can't afford to pay for another day here. So I have to get out of here and get on to, I'm going to be staying with Denise for a few days until the snow melts out of here. So thank you all so much. I love you. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And I will see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.